Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. It is Thursday the 11th of December. We're at Stirling Station, 21:45 on the SurfCAT. Yes, so obviously the SurfCAT started November 30th, which is like almost 2 weeks ago now. But I haven't been here since then at all because I was in the eastern states at the Melbourne Metro Tunnel opening, which was on the same day as the SurfCAT operation, and then in several other cities. Canberra, Brisbane, Cairns, Adelaide, Townsville, Gold Coast, lots of places over 10 days time. Lots of travel involved holiday. So unfortunately I did miss the SurfCAT beginning of operations, which is pretty rare for me to miss such an event. Everyone's already ridden it by now, but of course I still need to make a video on it. There's no way that I wouldn't on my channel. So we're finally here now. I landed in last night and I did pass through Stirling earlier. You can just see all the stands there as well. 421, which actually got an increased frequency, which was very surprising. Oh yeah, I literally forgot about this as well. And both the 410 and 412 were extended to Karrinyup bus station beyond Scarborough to provide an all-day connection to Karrinyup bus station every day, frequently from Scarborough, instead of just a terrible weekday-only 422. But yes, I was here at about 9 p.m. last night, just because I was passing through in the train on the way home to take a look, my first look at the CAT, and then it was some random 24 XX bus. And the driver was like, it's you! You're the YouTuber! I always go on your channel to check out new bus routes before they start so that I know how to drive them. But you didn't make a video on the SurfCAT. And I was like, oh yes sir. So funny that he just knows. But yeah, now I will over here. This is the SurfCAT stand. Finally, it took a really long time for this to come into operation. I'll take a proper look in a moment. This is 21:45, doesn't have the livery yet. Almost all the SurfCATs are usually operated by the ex-Perth CAT buses, the future buses. Also, it doesn't have a number on it, even though in the system it's 420, as it was on the app when they first announced it as well, but it just has CAT on the back, which looks so cursed. But yeah, they have 2139 to 2145. I think one of them might not be in normal CAT use. And they also have 2610, which was the B8 MIDI, which has been transferred from Alkimos as well, where they had them all up in Alkimos for a little while doing normal routes. It was so dumb, they converted them from ex-Perth CAT to green buses, and then they had to change it again. But these ones are still green. There's a few with delivery. And now also down here, there's 2 temporary stands, which are lettered, which is so odd after all the numbers, but it's because it's before stand 1, so they can't really do anything unless it was 0 and -1. So we have this one and this one over here on the pretty much layover area. This is all still a construction site. It's taking so long. This is the new car park, which is pretty much ready, but the road behind there, Stephenson Avenue, New Bridge, is actually opening on Saturday, the 13th of December. Here's all the maps about everything. It is opening in 2 days, so I'm actually going to include it as part of this video, so I don't just make a separate road video. I'll be back driving on all the new roads on Saturday, just to give you a quick look around at that as well. The bus interchange is also taking shape. The shelters are up, but it's not opening until next year. They've changed the completion date up there to 2026. So even though it was originally like 2024. But yeah, this is really cool. Finally, this is opening. It'll be much faster to get down into Scarborough Beach Road after exiting the freeway, and a much more proper route than looping around the Kia. And here's 2139, which is the first bus that got delivery and kind of the iconic SurfCAT bus now. Everyone keeps seeing it, and that's the livery they've chosen after they did the community voting. Again, Desto over here as well, no number, so it looks strange. Free bus service. Now, they have named all the stops like any CAT and gave them CAT IDs and everything, because this is supposed to like enhance the connection, obviously. After the Trackless Tram trial from 2 years ago got deemed a fail by the state government and wasn't funded, So now they finally brought this in every 10 minutes. So this is the real frequency of operations right here. Although there's been 3 different timetables we've seen. So it's every 10 minutes for all day, pretty much, from first service Monday to Friday, and then 15 from 10 p.m. to midnight. And then that's Saturday, and Sunday it's got 30 minutes for the first half an hour, and then still. But like, it's running till midnight every day, basically every 15 minutes. So it's like connecting with every train, so it's so good. The problem is though, on the train it still says transfer at Glendalough for Scarborough bus services, as the announcement always has, and nothing at Stirling. So that's really unfortunate, because people are still going to be going there, like new tourists, especially when coming from Perth. So hopefully they can get that to change. I might actually write an email for them to do that. Yeah, so because it's really annoying, and there's still full, basically almost the same 990 trips from Glendalough to Scarborough as well. They just got rid of some short trips in the off-peak. Anyway, what I was saying is they actually had a different version of the timetable. On the app, it said that the thing was like every 30 minutes at the end of the day, which isn't even true. And on the printed timetable right here, which they have fully printed out, and they're all here, looks pretty good. There's the full map with all the stop names, including Bunnings, although there's no announcement, so you can't really hear that. It says it's every 10 minutes all the time, the whole day to 12:02. Why? What is this inconsistency? 3 different timetables. On the officially printed timetable, it still says this. It says the last trip is 11:36 on a Sunday. No, that's from Scarborough now. But still, it's just terrible. Like, look, seriously, transfer. And the app was different as well. I think they fixed the app now, but still. But yeah, that's all that info. So I guess we'll just take it. It's not really any new alignment, but it's still very cool. And we're on 21:39, like literally everyone was. It also did the first service on that Sunday, so. But it's cool, it's got delivery, so. Funny to see it here now, back operating CATs. First it was in the city, then it was all the way up in desolate Alchemist emptiness, and now it's back doing a different CAT service. So here we are on board, and they've got the map as well. Now this is the main thing they've put in, the surfboard racks here. Removed one of the seats so you can put 3 long surfboards in and strap them in. Don't know how many people will be using that. I mean, you can take your surfboard on the train, but not on other buses except the 990s, so. And obviously just all the refurbed seats and the map. It's sad without the announcement, so that's okay. Now they do have smart rider processors as well, with contactless payments, of course, which also started while I was away on December 8th. Which the new symbols, which is pretty cool now. You can use that. But yeah, there's that. And the wheelchair area, there used to be a 3rd wheelchair area here, of course. Then they put 1 seat in, and the surfboard racks now. So, because it is a midi, which can only hold like 65 passengers. So, pretty much a driver stuck on it all day, because it's got the livery, of course, although there have been some occasions of seeing the non-liveried SurfCAT buses like 2142 operating 990 and 403 and stuff. So now there's actually quite a good amount of people getting on right now, but really they just need to promote it more so that people use this instead of the 990. Alright, so that bus actually got really full because it connected in with the train. So we're just going to watch it leave for now. But the next one actually won't connect with the train. This is the weird thing now, you know, because it's every 10 minutes in off-peak, while the train is 15. So it doesn't really connect well, from the city at least. It connects, I guess, in one in each direction. But anyway, there it goes. That's departing with delivery. It'll probably be easier to film without delivery anyway. You can just see what it looks like. Every 10 minutes, so no worries. Heading down, middle of the other buses there. So, the other thing is actually over here, the map still hasn't been updated. It's been almost 2 weeks, still nothing on here, which is so stupid. but obviously we have the extension of these routes. There's now so many routes between Stirling and Karrinyup. Like, we already had all these 4, and now there's also those 2. And then obviously all the way up Scarborough Beach Road here, just following the 990, just not on the map. This was updated 2021, no routes changed since then, and now they're still gonna have to do it. While this is the timetable, which was updated, but it just doesn't even have the SurfCAT on it. Like, what? Why? It's like one of the most important bus routes here, and you don't even show it. I mean, I guess they don't know what to write, but like, it should just say SurfCAT. Like, it's so stupid. So, unfortunately, not even on the timetable, and you can't see it. Yep. And also here are some of the ads for the, sorry, it's so windy, but for the new payment methods, which is pretty funny because I was just in Adelaide, where they also like made a big deal out of so many different ways they have to pay now. Even an app where you can buy tickets online, I mean on your phone. And over here is the cool ad they've made for the cat to the beach. Take the cat to the beach. The free SurfCAT runs every 10 minutes to Scarborough Beach. Yes, so they did put that on the trains, which is good, but it doesn't even say from Stirling, so how are they supposed to know where to get off? Especially with no announcement. Come on, ex-Perth, really not that hard, unfortunately. And of course this has also been updated, talking about your contactless payments and everything. Free on Sundays with contactless as well. And they put this thing up, which is good because people are always confused about disruptions, so that tells you about it. Anyway, enough talking now. That's already been like 10 minutes, but there was definitely a lot to say. Now we got 2143 here, got a bit of a different one now. Obviously this one got delivery too, so that's nice. Whatever, you can still see, it's fine. And here's the new logo as well, the new Smart Rider logo and the contactless logo. DG tag off right there. Alright, here we are, arrived at Scarborough Beach bus station. I just took the front view for you there. I know everyone did that, but that's really the main connection there. I do have a lot to talk about with it, so we'll do it on the way back. But here is the stand here with all the frequencies here. And the stop names, and it's got an e-ink display here as well. I don't know why this one says scheduled instead of live. It even tells you service disruptions. Apparently it was not in use here.
The time is 11:18 a.m. The next route, CAT bus, going to Stirling STN is scheduled at 11:25. The next route, CAT bus, going to Stirling STN is due in 17 minutes.
Yeah, really,
the next route, CAT bus.
Really silly just saying Stirling STN. They also put this new shelter up with like SurfCAT within it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Scarborough Beach, definitely a major destination, now better connected. Stand 4 over here is set down only. They have moved they have moved the 410, 412 out to where the old stand 5 used to be, and now they pretty much reinstated it because yeah, it used to be for some services like the 381 that went up to Karrinyup from Fremantle there like ages ago. That crazy route. I actually did go on the last service of that route as well. That was like 2014 though, but I found photos of me on the last service. It was crazy. Should have filmed it, but anyway. Yeah, we got the 990 here. So the bus station's obviously very crowded, which means it now only has the 421, 422, which is super infrequent anyway. 421's pretty frequent to Stirling as well. There's one right there, which previously was the best connection. It's still pretty fast, but wasn't very well branded. Now we got this branded, and then obviously 990 and CAT, and that's all that's in the bus station. The other 2 routes are now on the outside. So also what they've done is some resurfacing of this entire intersection, which is one of the worst intersections, especially in peak. They have made a new bus lane there, but they haven't painted it yet, so people are actually using it as a normal lane, and they think it's a normal lane, but then it merges into one lane afterwards, and then everyone's trying to merge inside the intersection, and then there is so much traffic. And it's just so bad because they can't do it, so it's terrible. They really need to paint that and emphasize that that's the bus lane. There goes another bus in. And here as well, this is also the bus lane, isn't it? The red one. So all this is just dumb, but they haven't really finished it yet. Now up here we have stand 5 and 6. I really need to get out of the sun, but they haven't... Oh, it's just a pole, bruh. So this is the 410 and 12 towards Karrinyup, stopping here. I think it might still not be in use. Maybe it is. No, that's just some other disruption, so it's fine. It's in use, and the other one should be somewhere over there on that side, which is pretty bad. There's that far away. Anyway, in peak it's probably really terrible. It was actually rather well used. Some people use it to the Inaloo shops and stuff, and then some more people boarded along Scarborough Beach Road. Obviously, like most of them don't even know it's free, and then they're trying to tap on with their phones, and then there's like, yeah, it's free, guys. Although if you take the 990, it's not free, so it's very strange how that is now along the exact same corridor. But yeah, cool to see people actually using their phones though. Like, honestly, I think we severely underestimate how many people are actually irregular users of public transport, or like new to Perth, or tourists which use that. Like, you think it would only be a small percentage, but it's actually a lot of people, especially in the off-peak, you know? It's not commuters traveling in the off-peak. So, now, it did take around 20 minutes because we got really bad luck with the traffic lights, all red, and we stopped quite a bit. So, on a good run with green lights and not that many people, you could get here in like just over 10. So it's pretty fast, but yeah. All right, so yeah, this video is gonna be so long, but there's a lot to say, you know. It's a cool new service. How often do we get a new CAT? We lost the Fremantle CAT in 2023, and now we got this CAT instead. But now all 3 CATs are either in the city or north of the city. You know, nothing south. They really should make the 555 to Rockingham Beach also a CAT, maybe, you know? Like, and then that would be useful as well down there, because it's pretty much the same concept, connecting train station to the beach via the shopping centers and stuff. But yeah, here's the view of Scarborough Beach bus station. I actually haven't been here for so long, at least by bus. Very beautiful beach. You definitely see why it's such a major attraction. Look at the color of the water. It's so nice. Everyone's here right now. At least the people who don't have work, because it's 11 a.m. on the weekday, but it's still so full. Look at this, perfect weather, perfect example of why people like Perth. So beautiful. So this bus now directly connects you here. Another one just came in as well. So now when I go back, I will film from the back and talk more about the service. But for now, we need to get on the extension to Karrinyup bus station, which was long overdue. Two major attractions, two major destinations, which weren't connected at all, except with the really rare 422. So that's why it's much better now. Although, what I think and what lots of people think that should have happened is that the CAT just became a circular service, going this route to Scarborough, but then doing the 410-12 extension route to Karrinyup, and then connecting Karrinyup to Stirling, because that is also an extremely busy corridor, which lots of people are utilizing. Karrinyup is the worst place to try drive to. Sometimes it can take an hour to get out of the car park. So, and there's 2144 with delivery coming in, and the 990 right behind it. So, and somehow the 990 is still so full, and the SurfCAT is empty. Is it? Yep, empty. Bro, look how many people in the 990. See, this is why you need to change the train announcement. Oh my gosh. Why is the 990 still as frequent as it is? Make it back to a non-high frequency route like it used to be. Okay, I'm not gonna wait in the sun. We'll just wait over here in the shade and get on the next service to Karrinyup. So I think that circular idea would have been way better. They do have the short trip 425s, but honestly, without proper branding, people just don't use it. And also making it free. Then people could park at Stirling, you know? Two SurfCATs right there. Consecutive fleet numbers as well. So yeah, and then they could have called it like Surf and Shop or something, CAT or whatever. It would have been way more useful. I mean, obviously the 410-12 extension is useful as well, but it just makes it such a long-winded route. I know no one's gonna take it the full way, but like it just looks ridiculous on the map. That circular service would have been so much of a better idea. And also up to Trig Beach, because Trig Beach is like this is more the like swimming and hangout beach. Trig Beach is the actual surfing beach where people go up for the waves and stuff. And there's basically no bus there, so then it would have been the real SurfCAT connecting over to Trig Beach as well. So it's just really sad that they didn't think this through a bit better. They just did exactly what the local City of Stirling government plan was with the Trackless Tram, and they're like, it's not a Trackless Tram, it's just a bus now. Here it is. So off it goes. But you just gotta admit, this whole place looks so good. Like, you understand why people say Australia's so good. What's is he doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, it just looks wonderful. And a 421 coming in now as well. He just came off the 990, so now they really just need to improve some of the traffic here. Maybe add bus priority lights or something. And honestly, a bus lane along most of Scarborough Beach Road would be useful, but there isn't really space. It only actually extends up to the next bus stop right there. You can see it's spread all the way up, but not really in use yet. Here's the 421. Over to Stirling Station, which is also a pretty fast route, but now it doesn't really serve as the connection anymore, because that's the connection. It's just for people in between on Sackville Terrace and the 992 Glenellow right behind them. Right, off goes 421 now. It's actually got a few people in it. And 990. Actually, let's take a look at the timetable here now. So 421 is like still so frequent. Look, it's every half an hour in the middle of the day, which is better. I just realized the 410 and 12 are still hourly in the middle of the day, and it's also not spaced to. I mean, I think it's spaced apart properly at Stirling, but since the 412 is longer, it's then like 22 minutes and then 38-minute gap. So it's a bit weird. So it's not actually that great, but it here departs every hour and on the half hour, as you can see, all the way through the day, and it's also hourly on the weekend. They also have one extra service on a Thursday for the Scarborough Sunset Markets, which is strange, at 7:32 p.m. And then the 422, which is really scarce. Where was the time? 11:30. So this one just, yeah, there's no 422 until 12:45, because that takes the long-winded route. It does run on Saturday as well, but there's some terminating at Karrinyup bus station. Yeah. And there it is, 35 minutes to Stirling, and that one 20 minutes on the 421. That 422 is so useless. But it actually is different. The 422 trip to Karrinyup is a different alignment to the new 410 and 412, which actually do have 3 new stops, so I do need to travel that section to officially complete every bus route again, unlike the SurfCAT, which is all shared sections. Let's quickly look at the 990 timetable as well. Oops. 990 is every 10 minutes still, just like the SurfCAT, departing on the 10-minute timing. And in peak, it's like every 7 or even 5, with some of the trips terminating at Glendalough. I think before they had some Glendalough terminating trips during the day as well, but now they've got rid of those with the SurfCAT, which is okay. And on the weekend, it's every 15 minutes. Although on Saturday, it leaves at weird times, while on Sunday, it leaves like on the 15-minute intervals, which, I mean, for some of the day. I don't know why it's different like that, but yeah. The SurfCAT's still every 10 minutes on the weekend though, so much service to Scarborough. I mean, good, and increased public transport usage. The parking here is also terrible, but like, just, we need better branding, and I don't know, maybe make the 990 free as well, because it really doesn't make sense that on the same corridor one service is free and one service isn't free. And 21:44 getting ready. Anyway, we have a few minutes until our 410 service, and then the next one's like 35 minutes behind the 412, so we'll get on that. We'll just watch 21:44 depart as well around the roundabout. Leaving empty again, I think. Yep, no, one person. And the next one's already here. What, another random bus, bruh. 3336. It's not even 2610, so there's just a normal B8 on it now. That's a shame. That doesn't even have surfboard racks or anything. It's pretty silly. Oh well. That's a full-length bus as well. Well, let's get on the 410. Alright, so here comes our 410 service now. It just came from Stirling. Normally it would turn left right there and into the bus station. Now it's going to continue and just come straight up here to the weird pole on the side via Scarborough Beach bus station. It's not really a bus station, but still, like right here. It's just a random stop. Let's get on. Right, so we'll just film this from the back, some of the front anyway. One person continuing on the extension trip. I mean, not extension trip, they all go here now, but still. So it turns right along with the 421 and then follows it there a little bit, and then it turns left onto some new road which previously wasn't serviced and now all of a sudden has 2 bus routes on it. And straight up to Karrinyup bus station. So, oh, someone getting on, that's good. Oh no. Oh yeah, they are. Maybe, I don't know. Guess not. It's literally crazy that there's 4 routes on here now. And it's also confusing again because 2 of them are to Stirling in this direction while this one is from Stirling. So hopefully they learn more about this. A lot of young people like obviously shopping at Karrinyup and then going to Scarborough as well. I cannot believe there was basically no connection before. Alright, we go here. So yeah, literally up there is Trick Beach and there's no bus. Like the closest bus is like 423, which you have to get from Stirling, like, or Karrinyup. You can't get it from Scarborough. And even that doesn't really go next to it, so just really sad. So it actually took a really bit of time to turn right here, and the cars are literally right there. That was very close. Down the hill. Oh, more people waiting. Will they take it? Yes or no? No, they're going to Stirling. Never mind. Although really, if there's no 421, especially on the weekend when it's like hourly or whatever it is, I already forgot. I think it was hourly, I think. So if you miss it, you can take one of these to Karrinyup and then take one of the short trip 425s, which is every 15 minutes, even on a Sunday anyway. So. Okay, so the 422 now turns left up here. I literally took that route like once and then never again. So scarce. Such a weird trip. But it does have actually quite a lot of unique sections, so. And now we go down here, and there's still the 421 as well. Also those stickers, the live trip stickers they put up like about 3 weeks ago now or so, you can scan them and it takes you straight to the app like tracking for the bus, which is great. So you don't have to actually search your trip, especially on like the circle route and stuff where it's really confusing to find which bus you're on. So you can go on there and easily check how long it's going to take to get to where you're going. So that's actually really useful. Pretty cool that they did that as well. Lots of additional features now with the buses, the payments and everything. We'll talk more about that on the SurfCAT. So right now we're just focusing on the extension. I think this is where we go left now. Or not. No. Oh, one more street down. Oh yeah, they actually got a big pole here with all 3 routes still. Yep, right there. 421 goes straight ahead and bus turns left for both 410 and 12. Onto Duke Street. Duke Street left. And this is the brand new section, so after I travel through this, I'm back to 100% status traveled in Transport Network. 410, 412. New stops with the high 297 numbers, I think it was. Also, what this has done is direct connection for the residents of Doubleview and that area down there where these 2 routes go through to Karrinyup, which is very good, so they don't have to go via Stirling anymore. It's actually a really good thing. Like, they can get straight to their nearest major shopping centre on 1 bus now, which is probably what that lady at the front is doing, because she was already on before Scarborough. Yeah, there's a lot of roundabouts and slow points in here, but nearly at the front again, and then we connect back with the 422 and straight up to the bus station. Here's the last new stop. 29736. Yep. Probably one of these is the highest numbered stop now. And turning right. Good that I haven't seen any mistakes on any of the new bus signs this time. Even like there's some that say like SurfCAT as well on them. So there's where the 422 comes up onto this section. About 10 minutes to connect between them. You see how close they are, and before it was like a possibly even hour-long trip sometimes. If you had to go to Glendalough as well to get 990 if you missed 421 or whatever, or either of these, but wow, there's 6 bays and 84 bays in the big car park at 11 a.m. on a weekday. That's how packed Karrinyup is, especially around Christmas time. And it's funny, you know, because these are like 2 obviously bus stations as well, which there's only like 14 or whatever in the whole city, and then they're right next to each other here, so now this connects well between them as well. And there's 422 sign there as well, because what it does is it goes right into the bus station, and it loops around, and it goes back out, and then goes that way, and then it loops up the top of the shopping center, and then goes back out, and then goes down to Stirling via some unique roads as well. Alright, still waiting here. Turning right. And terminating at Karrinyup bus station. Okay, there we are. So we can see the stands here now. Stand 4 is for the 422 and 424 to Stirling, which are both very long-winded as well. And then stand 3 is for the 423 and 425 to Warwick. Stand 2 is for the new 41012 to Stirling. Why? Ah, yeah, that's the school extension. 412 school extension, and the 422 towards Scarborough. And stand 1 is for the 423 and 425 to Stirling, which are probably the busiest ones. Now hopefully here they updated the map and the timetable. Yep, good, 410, 410. Everything on here. Yep. See, that's the difference between the 422 going like this and then these two going like that. Stand 5 and 6. Yeah, alright. That's good. There's that as well. So we just got like 20 minutes to wait now.
All the accounts that got banned.
Oh, what the? They actually put 650 on that new sign as well. I've never seen. I don't think I've seen that before. Usually just says event bus on a white sign. It doesn't actually say the number. But yeah, while they put it on there, they actually removed it from the stands. There was a stand here that said 650. And usually it's like that everywhere. It says Stadium Event Bus Stop. Now it's just gone. Why? It literally starts here. So dumb. More stupidities. Okay, anyway. Let's see how packed the shopping center is. Yep, tons of people as usual. Okay, we'll wait for the 412 that goes back out now. Alright, here's our 412 now at Karrinyup via Cop Street via Woodland Village Shopping Centre. That's the other suburb I was thinking about, Stirling Station. Let's get on board. that was the extension section. Some people actually used it to the new stops, which was nice to see. Oh, it's a time, so it's gonna wait now. Yep, from the front 412 in the other direction. So, well, that's it for the extensions. Good to see. And another SurfCAT right there. Now we're gonna take it back to Stirling from the back, so I can say whatever else I have to say. Gosh, it's so... Well, he's early so much somehow. Right, there it goes, finally. They gave it like 10 minutes from Karrinyup to Scarborough, and it was done in 7, so it had to wait 3 minutes. And that stand up there is just so far away. It's actually so bad. From the actual Scarborough. Oh, 412 in the other direction. 2272. And that one. And the 990 over there. Okay, now over here, 2144 is back again already, since it's so short. So we'll just take that one now. Alright, off we go. This trip's actually kind of busy. We got really good patronage, so nice to see. I realized actually how terrible it is for seeing outside through the livery. Like with your eyes you can see a bit good, but on the phone it's kind of terrible. It doesn't matter, we know what the route looks like. It's more about just seeing the patronage and having a little bit more of a discussion about the service. So every 10 minutes from here on the weekend to so late at night is crazy, but at least it'll actually be useful, especially tonight on a Thursday, because they have those markets here at night. So they used to have some extra 990 trips, and now this will just complement it, I guess. Is there even extra 990s anymore? Probably not, but very nice. Now all the stops are named, of course, but it's really annoying because on the app it still has road names. It doesn't actually have the new names, which is sad. But you can see them on there. So they're all just street names except St. John's Primary School, and then Bunnings and Inaloo Shopping Centre, Inaloo Mega Centre, Ellen Stirling Boulevard. Oh wait, no, it's different actually. One side has a street and the other side has Ellen Stirling Boulevard. I thought it was the same the whole way. And then IKEA. And also in between there's like Grand Street somewhere, which is also really confusing considering there's a train station called that. See right there, stop number 9 Grand Street. Considering there's a train station called Grand Street, just like there's a stop in the Purple Cat called Nicholson Road, and there's a train station, obviously Nicholson Road. So continue across the intersection. Here's the bus lane. Now, I don't know when they did all this resurfacing. Must have been some road closures. And first stop at Filburn Street. So it's actually not the same for all the stops. For some reason I thought it was, but some of them are different. So that's not how they've done it on other cats, like in Perth. The yellow cat used to be different on both other sides, and then they made it all the same, but it's not actually. And then Wheatcroft Street. At least it doesn't stop everywhere anymore. Now I got a few things to mention about the contactless payments. So really it's kind of useless unless you are one of those rarer or users or a tourist, which I did say before, there's a lot more of them than you think, but otherwise it's only for standard fares, and also it's actually not giving you any discounts, unlike your Smart Rider, which can give you a 10 or 20% discount with auto load. So really you're just going to be wasting money if you use that. But obviously if you forget your Smart Rider, it's good. I don't like how it's being criticized though, like the Liberal government being like, oh, you're making it more expensive to use contactless. No, it's the same fare as a cash fare that you would buy on the bus, which you wouldn't be able to do with a card, so now you just tap on. Like, it's not more expensive. The Smart Rider just has discounts because it has benefits, but that does mean that everyone's just gonna still continue using that. It'd be better to get a digital Smart Rider, which everyone wants, but kind of not yet at the moment. Not ready. Melbourne has a digital Mikey, yet they don't have contactless payments, but they're apparently getting them from next year. So pretty much every Australian city is like trying to get this ready. Adelaide has contactless now, and as I said, the on the phone buying along with their transport card. So, right, St. John's Primary School, Abbott Street, Duke Street. I don't even know where we are. Oh yeah, we're already at Duke Street now. So this is where the extension trip's up there, of course, as I was just saying. Why did they write the road name like that? It's so strange. BCH Road. It just, like, that's not a very cool way to abbreviate it. I also find it kind of funny that they have the ad for the cat on the cat, like you're already on it, but okay. So, yeah, so the only actually time that anyone regular would be using the contactless is like on a Sunday, because it's free anyway, so you don't have to actually carry your smart rider. Even if you're just casually walking around somewhere and weren't even planning to on a bus, you can just get on one, tap your phone, and off you go, you know, free. So it's good that that's actually a distinction from the cash tickets, which are not free on a Sunday. So kind of confusing that all three are different though. I really wish they put announcements on the bus though. It still has speakers from when it was SurfCAT, as you can see, so sad that it doesn't have them. Ring bell for Bunnings. There's not even Bunnings in a loo or anything. And there you can see they put up those shelters, and they also resurfaced some of the stops so it's easier for wheelchair passengers with ramps as well. And now we're at Grand Promenade. Yeah, just really good that Perth has finally got ahead a bit on some of the payment stuff, because we did actually have the one of the first smart card systems in the world when it was introduced in 2007. So no wonder it's like, you know, hard to change stuff. And right there, just earlier on the right, was the office for Stuart Aubrey, which is the local member here for Scarborough, which has been supporting the SurfCAT all along and been doing the promoting for it with Rita Saffioti. So no one's got on with a surfboard yet so far. It's kind of weird because the maximum height for it is actually 2.12 meters on the SurfCAT, which is so random, while on the 990 it's 2 meters exactly. And on any other bus it's only 1.2 meters, which is like for kids, so obviously anyone normal wouldn't be able to use it. So I can have an extra 12 centimeters of surfboard on the cat compared to the 990. Also really good that there's actually now the frequent connection to IKEA, because it's right next to Stirling, but the walk's a bit terrible, so especially on the weekend. Well, I mean, with the short trip circle bus to UWA introduced a few months ago, it's actually not that bad, but still. I'm really surprised that they actually changed all the smart rider processors, like literally overnight from December 7th to 8th to the new white thing for the contactless payments and all the bus stickers and everything. Why didn't they put that there in the first place? I mean, I know it would have been misleading, but like, they just put the new processors in not that long ago, and then they had to change all the things again, but oh well. It's crazy, now you're never even gonna see an old processor anymore. The whole network is now the new ones. Although we do still have cash tickets, they've kept them still for now. Although you can't get change, but like everywhere else they phase them out. Brisbane can't buy cash tickets. Melbourne, there hasn't been cash tickets for ages. Sydney, I think you still can, but they'll probably get rid of it eventually. And Adelaide, they currently still have them from ticket machines, but it's actually going to be removed in like a month or two once the contactless stuff is fully rolled out, because at the moment it's still not on all the trains. So yeah, Canberra also no cash tickets, because you can just tap onto the bus with your phone as well. only like rural towns or like regional cities have cash tickets still. Like in Townsville, you can't pay with anything but cash, which is really stupid. But yeah, Perth now has 3 different ways. Okay, we've passed all those stops now. Herbert Street, Beatrice Street, St. Bridget's Terrace, Princess Road, Huntress Road, Mural Avenue, Odin Road, Bunnings, which was behind us, and now the next stop is Inaloo Shopping Centre, just on the side there. But in the other direction, there's actually an extra stop in between Inaloo Shopping Centre and Bunnings, which is just called Ellen Stirling Boulevard, even though it's not on Ellen Stirling Boulevard, but the intersection of it, which is that stop right there, which has also been nicely upgraded with the shelter and paving. But in this direction, there's no stop there because there's literally one right here around the corner. So, and this is the Inaloo Shopping Centre stop. So. Well, there seems to be an extra stop in this direction somewhere as well, because the map looks even, so... I'm not sure, but... Anyway, there's 2141 with delivery. So now there's at least 4 buses with delivery. It started off with 3, but yeah, there's more now. Oh yeah, also, these buses actually went down south on the 909. Train replacement for the Mandarin line like last week, which was so funny because there was a crazy car crash which destroyed the power lines at Coburn Central, and then they had to rebuild it with a temporary thing in only a few hours on the night of the AC/DC concert as well. And they had all the emergency train replacement 909 down there with like private operators, SurfCAT buses, SurfCAT buses. So crazy. Yeah, the traffic here is pretty bad at the moment, which slows the cat down, but literally this Saturday with the Stephenson Avenue opening, it's going to be so much better, and it's going to be even faster for the SurfCAT. So, which, stick around now for that. I'm just going to give you a good tour of all the roads and what I think about them. I know in this video is like going to be an hour at least now, but that's okay, I guess. There's a lot of major changes and there hasn't been a video for a while, so I still got to do that. I'll wait till then to post it. Oh, a 412 went past me. Wait, is that the one we were on? Oh yeah, that was the 412 we were on. So it's just there now, see? Wow, okay, that's funny. So that's the 412 I got off before, and now it did the whole route, the long-winded route, while I waited like 10 minutes at Scarborough Beach. It's already here, so only 10 minutes slower. Which, since I had to wait, it was the same anyway, but who would take it from Karrinyup to Stirling? So we have another stop, Oswald Street, and then it's Inaloo Mega Centre. Oh, that was the Oswald Street stop, yes. Oh, so that's the extra stop in this direction, okay. So it's actually really close to each other, but that's pretty confusing. So that's the Inaloo Mega Centre stop on that side and on this side, while on the other side, then the next stop after Inaloo Mega Centre is just Inaloo Shopping Centre, but on this side there's that extra street stop in the middle. Didn't realize it was like that ever before. And then IKEA, so very nice. I just really wish on the app they would change. Actually, I think the IKEA stop, it does say IKEA, but it used to say that before anyway, so that's why it's like that. And the 412 is picking people up, which it doesn't really matter, because if you go on the train you're going to pay anyway, so the free thing is not really benefiting anyone except people along the corridor here. But it may also encourage people to park at Stirling Station and take this instead of trying to park at Scarborough, so that's good. And we're basically already here, around the corner of Stirling Station. You see how close this is to Scarborough Beach Road? I cannot believe that there was never a connection directly from Stirling along Scarborough Beach Road when it's this close. Like, it's so good that they've done this now. It's just, as I said, really weird with the frequency of this and the 990 combined being so high. But good, I mean, more public transport. It's just quite a lot of buses in one place, but okay. So you can see it's being used. It's not like it's empty, and it is the middle of the day right now, so it's good. it's actually good. Hopefully it increases even more. Hopefully they change the train announcements, as I said, and whatever. Or just say it at both as well. You can say it at both. So if you're coming from the north, change it to Stirling. If you're coming from the south, it's probably still better to change Glendalough potentially. Maybe not, but especially once the traffic here will calm down. So I don't know. And then it's a very nice new service, new cat that we have. And even better as well will be with the Stirling bus interchange opening, which I really thought it would have been done before this service started, so there would have been more space considering it's every 10 minutes. Oh, there's 2143 leaving again. But as you can see, it's still not done. It's still going to be a little while, so that's unfortunate, but should be okay. And I think we're right on time, 12:43, so just 20-minute trip as it should have been. Well, it'll probably be 1 minute late by the time we stop, but that's just because of the traffic. So, also please fix your paper timetable, as I said at the start of the video. I can't believe it's such a discrepancy. It's just misleading saying it's every 10 minutes the whole time. Well, this traffic light really held the bus up, so it's gonna end up a few minutes late now, but this is all just temporary anyway until they finish all this construction. Also, obviously it's not electric buses, it's these old Perth diesel buses, but Karrinyup is the next depot to get electric buses. They've already started putting the chargers in. They should be getting delivered soon, although I don't think they're going to go to the effort of making this service electric then, considering they already put deliveries on and stuff. But at least we'll start seeing electric buses in regular operation around this area as well, now that Malaga has almost completed its order of 90 electric buses already. And the C-Series just pulled in towards Yanchep. That's the one I wanted to catch. It was supposed to be a 2-minute connection, but it's okay. The cat doesn't really connect it properly anyway with the frequency, as I said before, and that's it. Wonder how many people have actually used that. That's just out of service all the time. I don't know if they'll ever use it on a normal route. Would be pretty weird if they did, but I guess. And finally, we have finished. That was like a really long time just for all of that. I know the video is very long, but it's very nice to have a new service. And we're still not done, because now I need to show you all the new Stephenson Avenue stuff, which I'll be back on Saturday for, and we'll just wait till about Sunday to post this video. So hope you enjoyed those buses, and now just a bit of road content, and finally all the stuff here around Stirling is done. Thank you for watching this part, and just enjoy the last little bit. Somehow I actually got the exact same train that I took up here before from Edgewater, so all my filming took exactly as long as it took for the train to get to Mandurah and back to Stirling, which is pretty funny. And upon revisiting on Saturday, after putting in my complaint email on Thursday, we now have the cat on the map. Very nice to see they responded so quickly. All the way up Scarborough Beach Road and to the bus station. It's all on the map now. Updated 30 November, like that's the date it was, so very good. And it's on there, SurfCAT. The color's so similar to high frequency, but whatever. And it's on here as well. It says SurfCAT departs from stand 2. Then it says refer to bus stand for timetable information. So good that they listened as soon as I said that. It's ready. They haven't really fixed the printed timetable yet, but I think, but hopefully that's done as well. Yeah, it does need to be done soon. And also I wanted to mention, I actually forgot on Thursday, the 413 service, very scarce service from here to Glendalough station, has had its deviation via Active Industries removed. So now the stop is just along the route instead of on the deviation. So I'll link the Active Industries deviation video in the corner as well if you want to see that. But anyway, I need to show you the road now. and that's it now. The whole Stephenson Avenue project and bridge over there with all the new freeway exits, except the northbound entrance, have now been complete. Finally, after so many years of construction just for that. But it is definitely much faster to get down to IKEA and Scarborough Beach Road and Ellen Stirling Boulevard now. The SurfCAT should enjoy less traffic down there now. And there's one coming in right now on a Saturday morning. How many people do you think are on it now? But yeah, very nice. Good to see another project completed that has been anticipated for so long. Now they just need to fix all this landscaping around the station, get the bus interchange ready, and then we will have a nice, quite upgraded station despite not really touching the main structure. Thanks for watching this whole video now. If you also watch the road content right there. I know it's been a long one, but there was quite a lot happening, so very nice to finally have both the SurfCAT and that ready. Alright, goodbye and see you next time, everyone.